Ooh, the last day of Steam Next Fest. That's crazy. Pretty sure I got to this late, now I think about it, because I thought there was another day on it, but oh well. I thought I'm getting my days wrong. I don't know. I'm treating this as the last day. If it's not, I made a mistake. Oh well. So, this stream, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I would just keep playing normally, just how I've been doing previously, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to be using this stream, I'm going to make it the shorter stream than usual, and I am going to use this stream to showcase a bit of upcoming content. So in the last stream, I don't know if no one would have noticed, but I actually edited my save file between last stream and this stream to give myself a bit of extra PTSD. And that is because PTSD is what basically dictates the game's progression. And I wanted to showcase one of the new features that I have just finished implementing, like as of yesterday, which is custom game. So, last stream we had this big issue where it was like, oh, it goes on for so long once you're near the end of the game. That's really bad, like, you don't want to play the game for that long, for that extensive period of time. Well, good news is, we're all really close to unlocking this, and this is what you get in the full game once you make it to that point, basically. I mean, we technically would have had to have played like one more run to have unlocked this, but still, point still stands. You have custom game, as well as, which has like features relating to the player. And I'm just gonna quickly check something, because I think Steam's not displaying my stream again. Oh no, it is, I'm done. So, you got these features, you can customize all the things related to the player, to the lean monster behaviors, to the wave mechanic. As you've seen previously, there is actually a whole wave of things that can appear. Also, for like the other enemies you go up against, I'm not going to shut off just yet, because I do want to go into a game to show you one of them, because we're going to encounter one soon. And of course, it's an unavailable one. This needs to be unlocked by completing a secret boss fight, as in the full game. And of course the Craig. We're not going to worry about the Craig just yet. So for now, I actually just going to go right into the main gameplay and show... I'm just going to play it until we see one of the things that I want to show, basically. Because there is a new threat that's not in the demo, that is in the full version. Oh, let's just invest into this. So that new threat... I'm just going to play until I encounter it. Until then, I'm just going to play it normally as if it's a normal playthrough, but after this, I'll just go back to the really weird showcasing future content stuff. So, right off the bat, as always, fuel up the lean machine so it provides you with more lean over time. Already getting heaps, because, you know, already can afford the quantity upgrades, which is nice. All thanks to the bonuses we did before we even started the run, which I didn't focus on because I did that for the last 5 streams. Actually, now that I think about it, this might take a while to actually see the new things, so yeah. I'll just re-explain the game for anyone who has not caught on the previous streams. This, button, fuel this up, as I just said, this gives you lean over time, and you throw lean at these dudes. Brilliant. And when you do that, you get bread. So right now I've got 465 bread, throw one at third dude, and we've now got 548. So you get quite a bit of bread from, hitting these guys with lean. Oh, and you really want to keep this up, by the way. This is pretty important. Anyway. So you can use bread to buy upgrades. Like the lean quality upgrade, which is just a... gets you more bread from popping these dudes. There's also an output quantity upgrade, which means I get even more lean. And of course, there's a fixed machine button. You can actually see what they do by pressing this button. And there's a fixed machine button, which means when the lean machine can actually destabilize, and that fixed button restabilizes it. But we can also restabilize it manually. So right now, it actually is unstable because I let it drop. So the lean machine will actually, if you let the fuel bar go too low, it will start destabilizing, and that is bad because that means it will stop providing you with lean. Even if the bar is high, if it's destabilized, it won't provide you with lean. Now you could fix it by paying up the bread, but all these costs you can already see. Every time you buy one of these things, the price goes up, and that goes for the fixed machine as well. Oops, did not mean to do that. So we're not going to buy anything just yet. Instead, they're going to... Oh, here it is! Yes, this is the new threat. We're going to take a detour. Basically, you have to play a clicker game in the clicker game. Isn't that great? When you're at the end of the game, this thing appears. You even get your upgrades and everything, which makes it higher. And you have to reach 100 points. So as you can see, we've got our number there. It's hard to see on low quality settings, but trust me. And you gotta get this to 100 pretty much to get back at the exit button to escape this. And you're fine. So that is the new threat. The final threat the game throws at you that's only in the full game. But anyways, back to the Lee machine. You can restabilize this manually by doing this minigame here. I was not expecting that to appear so quick, to be honest. And now it's restabilized. We'll also add that it is technically more efficient to restabilize it here than to restabilize it from the bottom. Oh, okay. Well, that's a bug. So if you fail the minigame, this appears, but right now it's happening anyways, because it's technically not fully implemented. So we're just gonna leave. That's all I wanted to show off this run anyways. So anyway, back to this. So yeah, if you go to the other, you got your controls for your other types of enemies as well. Although one of them is in waves because they're classified as a boss of the wave, rather than their own distinct thing, which is like the yellow guy. The Craig is like the final challenge. Technically, we can't even play it just yet, because you need to unlock this first by beating a secret boss fight to unlock the Craig and this. So this setting here is basically, the secret boss fight has unique mechanics, and this allows you to add those mechanics to the main game as well. And the Craig is all these settings cracked up to max, basically, including the boss fight stuff. But since we haven't beaten the boss fight yet, we can't play the Craig or mess with those settings, but we can play with all these settings though. So you got dehydration rate. Now keep in mind that this is the wording is actually inconsistent. This will be fixed for the full version to make this feel a bit better. But the dehydration rate basically controls how fast you dehydrate. The addiction rate controls how fast you get addicted, which is basically just your atmosphere upgrade, but more impactful. Well, not more impactful, but it's basically just the same thing, basically. The lean generation rate is the how fast you get lean. Special lean generation rate, how fast you get special lean. Unlike the output quantity upgrade you buy in-game, these can, that affects both. This can only affect one of those. But you can also just affect them both the same way. Just a price multiplier, so this can make things more expensive. Fuel efficiency is how quick the fuel depletes from the lean machine. So that is actually very, very brutal, because you have to really keep on top of the lean machine a lot more when this is higher. In the lean monster settings, you've got the spawn rate, which is basically just how fast they start coming at you. The aggression, which is also, I guess, how fast they start approaching you. So spawn rate is how many appear, aggression is how quickly they get to you, and then lethality is how the chances of them attacking you are. There's also this one is attack store, which we haven't actually seen yet. Now I think about it, it's kind of weird we haven't seen that yet. Would have assumed we did. I just got lucky, I guess. But basically, the monsters can actually break down your door and peer behind you as well. That's because that's something that can really catch you off guard if you don't expect it. And of course, ceiling rate is how often the guy on the ceiling can appear. The wave settings, which can affect, yeah, look at this inconsistent wording. How often the big burst enemies appear, how long these big bursts last for, and how difficult these extra bursts are. Including also how often that a boss spawns with them, which is like the ones that take heaps of hits to get rid of. And also how much health they have. Because you know, it takes extra hits to get rid of them. And you can actually control how many hits that is. Other settings controls the shadow frequency, so how often the hands drop down. Shadow count, which is how many of the hands appear. Shadow duration, which is how long the hands stay down for. So that minigame we just saw just then is called Lean Sim R. So it's a clicker game in a clicker game because it's like Lean Simulator in Lean Simulator. It's how often that appears, as well as how difficult it is. probably could be more settings added to that later. In the unavailable, I'm not going to spoil those mechanics. Secret boss fight stuff can stay secret, you can just know it exists. And the Craig is just everything on max. So if you don't want to run that lasts forever, you can go into custom game and just set things high. So right now it's a bit screwy how you actually do this. This will be refined a little bit more for the final game. You can, for example, set all of this to be pretty bad, like very slow generation rate, extreme price multipliers, extremely bad fuel efficiency. Including, by the way, you can actually set these to something nice, like you can set this to perfect fuel efficiency, which means the lead machine will never lose fuel. Or, you know, free price multiplier, if you want to, can go in and just buy as many upgrades as you can press. The monsters, we set this to like, to the point where they can make it grand, they don't even appear. There's a lot of customization in the full game. Make them appear like fast, can make them like really aggressive, make them like really attack you. Again, the wording's a bit, again, sorry for low quality because, you know, that's just me, I've set the quality settings down. You can also set it to the point where your door will either never break or will always stay up. Which is the exact opposite to where I just demonstrated. And above you can make that frequent, so you can really just make this really, really brutal once you've encountered everything. Which at this point in the stream, since this is the last day, we've definitely encountered pretty much everything. Except somehow not this. I don't know how we didn't get that, but, you know, we got everything else. So even just with that, without even messing with any more settings, immediately, right from the get-go, because we made the door break down, that happened just immediately from start. Which means right at the very, 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 very beginning, we already have a threat right here. And to make it even worse, with these settings that we've really cranked up the difficulty for, look how slow and hard this is to keep up, and how quickly it drops. Brutal. And how fast these guys are already appearing too. Max settings is going to be absolutely a nightmare. And how quickly this is destabilized. Look, we're already unstable too. And these prices significantly higher because we just set it up. So, for example, that will destroy all of our funds to repair that through here. Thankfully, this is... Oh look, we're already dehydrating too. To make matters worse. So I'm actually going to do this. To make matters worse, already dehydrating from game start. This guy's already here. They're appearing from over there. And we're already pretty much getting surrounded because we can barely get any sort of anywhere in the game. This is the kind of control you get if you choose to engage in the custom game. They're all getting aggressive and it gets very, very difficult really quickly. I'm just gonna... Yep. But on the opposite side of that coin now, you can do the exact opposite of that, and we can do something like, oh yeah, perfect fuel efficiency, free upgrades, make it so we get our lean really, really quickly, make it so these guys, they will never attack us. You know what? We're just going to let them chill. They are going to be chill customers who just stand there. We don't even need to worry about any of that. You know what? Let's remove the one from above us too. Completely gone. Won't even appear. And sure, since we haven't really encountered this very often, let's just let's make this see. Let's see it. We didn't see this very often during our playthrough, so let's go right into it. Make sure we see these new features. And see, because we set it to free prices, we set the prices to free. We can just crank this up if you want to. Right away. Let's get these over 100 before we even start. Once you get to this point in the game is just truly yours. And this will now never deplete, because we told it to never deplete. And already cranking up lean. And now it's just smooth sailing. At this point, once you've encountered everything, the game is yours to control. Look, we're seeing these in all their glory. You can really see what they're like. pop you. In fact, we don't even need to pop you, because this is the passive run. Maybe we'll wait for this thing to appear. Yep, we'll just stare at the sky, completely chilling. We're all doing good today. Completely ignore. Won't even attack. So yeah, you know, we can just throw things as we see fit. We can knock things over without any risk. Oh yes, we've got these things back. And we can now truly see this a little bit better. Again. And now we'll show you what happens if you fail legitimately. Ah, we accidentally hit that one. Just. If you fail, everything will, I'll show you what happens. Show you what happens. People listen to some sweet music. These guys are already back. Crazy. I did set to extreme, so it's to be expected. And look, this was our end game before we gained this much lean. But with custom game, you can make sure this happens right at the start. And these guys, all chillin', not even need to worry. And yes. And that's how you lose that legitimately. But for now, I am just going to end it. Actually, did we turn this off? Oh, I think we just turned it down. I don't think you did turn it off. Maybe we did. Don't know. Let's get out of here, though. Yes, once you get to the point where your runs are getting so good that the game starts getting boring and lasting forever, at that point in the game is now fully yours to control. You can make it harder or as easy as you see fit, and it's just great. Maybe in the future, no promises, it might even be a long thing that happens after release that I add in. Might even add the ability to have presets, so that you can just save settings that you want, and then you can just go into that nicely and easily every single time. Point is, at this point in the game, everything is available to you. Now there is this code that I want to look into. Can we get the code legitimately? Oh yes, that's the next thing. While I'm here, the extras menu. That is not in the... actually, I'm going to go to the profiles menu first. And save. Another thing that is not in the demo is we have profiles. But something that's not in the demo is the extras menu. And we have 4 things here. Cheats, glossary, statistics, and model viewer. Now, I did show up the statistics screen earlier. And it's just a statistics screen. Nothing too crazy. Let's look at it. Yeah, I think we already covered this last time, but yeah, you can see the general gist. Just says random stats about the game. The cheat screen. Here's a little tip what some of these cheats are. I actually don't remember all of them, but I do believe one of them. Yes. You can also, there is actually controller support and stuff. This is actually in their demo as well. I just haven't been using this. I'd like to use this in this screen for some reason. But for example, if you type in things like teaser in this, that will be accepted as a cheat code, but it won't do anything because I have not implemented it yet. But in the final release, there will be a teaser for a future project behind this. So you can see what I'm going to be working on next time. For now though, something that is in the game the moment it will drop, that I can show you right now, is that there is a cheat code to unlock something else. I'm not going to show you it just yet, because I want to unlock it legitimately. There's also the model viewer. Now this, if we use this, okay, sorry. I don't know if you noticed, but if you go to the options screen, even in the demo, you can actually briefly see the extra screen in the background. Now, if you're sneaky, you can actually click those extra screen buttons even in the demo, but they won't do anything. Instead, what the extra screen buttons, if you do manage to hit these in the demo, what they'll do is this. They'll just leave. And that is an actual thing here. So in the full game, only model viewer will do that. And that is because the model viewer is clicking the model viewer is part of what you need to do to activate the secret boss fight. I'm not going to tell you the rest of the steps. There's things you need to do before that, but, you know, I'm not going to tell you the rest of it, but clicking the model viewer button is part of the secret boss fight. Accessing method? Is that the right terminology? I don't know. So now I want to go into the glossary menu. Now, I don't really want to show off the glossary menu too much right now because this is outdated. But what the glossary menu will be is this will clearly show everything in the game. So it will go ahead and explain basically everything in the game. So nothing will be mysterious. There's a lot of things in this game that's kind of mysterious. So something about this game, and probably most of my future games, is I want all of my games to take place in the same universe. So because of that, I need a way to be able to explain this game. This game on its own, it's fine. It stands alone just fine. But I need to link this game into a universe to make sure that it links into other games in the future, right? So that is why there is a glossary menu, with a bunch of different glossary entries going different elements of the game that explains everything about it. Explains everything in the game, explains everything around the game that the game does directly reference. It just in general gives you a good explanation of everything. Now, we're on low quality settings, so you won't be able to read any of it, but that's also a good thing. Because if you could read this, you would see that these are actually outdated right now. I have not gone back and corrected this to be the most recent version of the story, because the story has actually changed quite a few times. But for now, I'm going to click on all these and you'll see why soon. So we're going to unlock this one. We had 8 unlocks, but now we got 7 because we just unlocked Device Linen. And there is nothing here. You'll see what I mean when there's something is here. You'll see what I'm talking about. Because something will actually be in this menu. At least something. Ah, yes, here it is. And now, it's a low quality setting, so you can't make that out. But it's very important to note that the Energy Production Project glossary entry does in fact have a thing up here. And nothing here. Oh, wait, there is one down here at the bottom right. You can just barely see that. The Delivery 12 glossary entry. Ah, and the Limos glossary entry. Nice, they're all right next to each other, that's convenient. Will Soul Sponsor and glossary entry give you the other one? It will. Okay, so I'm going to temporarily increase the quality settings, even though this might hurt my laptop a little bit. I'm just going to do it anyway, just so we can see what these are. I believe this is going to be good. I believe this is good enough. Yes, EPP, and this is 3. This has the number 4. This has the number 9, I believe. And this has the number 9 as well. So it looks like the code is top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, but they're also color coded in the order of the cuboids of lean in the lean storage. So that's actually purple, green, I believe yellow, and grey. Really, that grey one should probably be red, to be honest. I might recolor that later to be red. It makes more sense that way. You know, because I'll include 15 that way. But the important part here is memorizing these numbers. So once you've got enough glossary entries, it's here that you get the... Okay, so 9... 9 something 9. 9 something 9 4. 9... Is it 9994? Is that what this code is? It looks like 9994 is the code. I'm actually going to go back and turn my quality settings back down, so this doesn't cook my laptop quicker. So yes, those quality settings can be adjusted whenever. And now if we go 9, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I do believe... I screwed up somewhere. Right, hang on. I screwed it up. Alright, I'm gonna turn the quality settings back up. I need it to actually see these numbers. This is the downside of low quality settings. Well, there's a lot of downsides to low quality settings, but that's one of them. So I do believe it's supposed to be 9994. Is it not? Ah, there we go. So it was actually a different number. That second number was actually a different number. But we now have unlocked the final special lean type, which is Tobias Lennon's Medical Lean. And it is crazy. It basically does a full refresh of the game. It means like all the monsters get cleared out, and they start spawning in slower. Your addiction gets reset, but you keep your upgrades. So this is a this is probably the most overpowered special lean type, and it's the last one you unlock. Because to unlock this, you need to go through the glossary entries. Oops, let's get back to the options menu. And turn this back down. So do want to show this case off, you can actually control the brightness as well. You can control like audio settings. Turn them down anyway. Got a couple of invert buttons for in-game, as well as speed for how quick you look around, which can be used in here. Pretty nice. You're also seeing this. I'll get to this soon. I'll get to that soon. The point is, that is how you unlock the final special lean type. To unlock it, you have to go into the glossary menus and go through all the glossary entries until you find the code. Now that code is randomized. It's random what the code is, and it's random which glossary entries that it appears in. So no, just because you saw it on this stream does not mean that you know the code, because it is completely random. Including, it's random where it is, and it's random what it is. Now, theoretically speaking, you could also probably guess the code, but it is a 4-digit code, so there's probably a lot of combinations. So you have to get these glossary entries. But here's the thing. Things like this one, which will actually unlock soon, it'll unlock next time I go to the starting area. I mean, next time I load this scene in. Next time we come back to the title screen, this will stop being mysterious. This is Medicline. And basically, some of these, like Source Monsters, Green, Infinity, Nerd Fluid, Goldine, I believe maybe a few others. I'm not entirely sure how many of these will be unlocked from game, or locked from game start, and how many will be hidden. But the point is, you can't even unlock these if you wanted to at the start of the game. A lot of these are going to be hidden. Now, theoretically, you could get lucky enough that like early ones that are at the start of the game are you have your code only in those. But more likely than not, you'll need to unlock some of these to be able to get that final code. In fact, you actually do have to get the special lean types too, so your dark code won't even appear unless you have the special lean types. So the Medicline is the last special lean type you unlock, and it's found in the glossary entry, which you get by just playing the game a lot, which, as you see, it can easily be achieved in a couple of hours, because this is only like I think this is day 6, I believe. In 5 days, you've pretty much beaten the game. So it only take, and each of those 5 days are only like 1 to 2 hours long, pretty much. I'm going to say roughly 2 hours, usually 2 hours long. That's only about 2, 4, 6, 8, that's only about 10 hours of playtime, and that will be enough to basically beat the game. Yeah, but anyway, you get enough of that, and you can go through these glossary entries until you find all the numbers. And then you do input those numbers into this code. Yes, now we've got that. Great. So now what does it do? Now it does take a long time to generate, but thankfully we have custom game, which means I can probably show you this pretty quickly. So let's increase this to very fast, so we get this medically nice and quick, and let's also make sure the addiction is extreme, just to really show what this does. Let's actually set all the bad things. Aside from this, let's set a lot of bad things up. So we're going to give ourselves only that. We're going to make sure we dehydrate quick, we addict quick, lean monsters, make them attack quick. Yes. Maybe not you, because you're not really the same kind of thing. And yeah, let's go into this, and now we have Medicline. And you'll see just how quick we get this. Now, it probably won't be very quick, because in Tobias Lennon's Medicline actually does appear slower, if I do believe. Yeah. So this probably will still take a while. Just look at this. There's no really slow start game now because we set the spawn rates to extreme. So you can get right into the action now that we've played a heap of the game, which is very, very nice. I believe soon we should be getting a Medicline. No, it appears not. We are not receiving any. Okay, we can drink. Alright. Yeah, Medicline does take a significantly longer to generate even on fast speeds. because it is just so powerful. So we're not actually invest all into quantity right now, just so we can get this faster. I have absolutely no idea what exactly how long it takes. All I know is it does take a considerable amount of time. Oh yes, we got it. Look, it's going all rainbowy. It's here. Great. Like I'm looking for. So, I am going to do this and get myself addicted. Actually, yes, you can attack. Okay. And now, if we throw a Tobias Lennon's Medicline, it cleared everyone and completely unaddicted us. Isn't that insanely powerful? It's crazy, right? So if you thought like Infinity or Golding was overpowered, Tobias Lennon's Medicline, that is the special lean type that would allow for like infinitely long runs. And it's rainbow. Like, isn't that awesome? I think it's awesome. But yeah, that was just so I just wanted to showcase how cool that was. It's now going to take a very, very long time to get this back. But yet we officially unaddicted ourselves. No longer addicted, cured from our addictions. And also, here's a funny little fun fact there. Well, fun fact here, I mean. Technically, to unlock the water, because that's one of the special lean types in the full game, because water is a joke and isn't technically lean, it's not required for any of the progression. So as long as you have... Really, as long as you have Medicline, to unlock water, you just need to make sure you're not addicted at all and dehydrate to die. So you either die from dehydration and not have one strong lean. Or have even been attacked by a lean monster, because they also give you addiction. That's what they do. Technically, you can unlock Medicline before water, and then you can use Medicline to then unlock it after drinking lean, if you really wanted to. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm trying to. I'm bad at explaining. Ooh, bring this back up. Bring you back. Nice. Oh no, I'm so in danger. Oh yes. Ooh. It sounds bad. Oh no, they're in. And we just cleared everyone in a single throw. And cured our addiction. That's Tobias Lennon's Medicline. So yes, I just wanted to share that off. That was the final special lean type. I have now shared all of them. From lean, green, and goldine, which are in the demo, to infinitine, water, and now Tobias Lennon's Medicline, which are only going to be in the full version. You now know what these are going to be, you now know how to get them. So yeah. And as we can see, if I go to the glossary menu now... Oh, okay, well, this shouldn't be hidden. This is a, I've forgotten something. I'll fix that after the stream. Now, geez, I briefly covered this earlier, but I also wanted to say that if you type in the code, I'm thirsty, you will actually, I'm going to bring up a fresh save file for this. I'm going to refresh my save file, back to my old one. Great, so now in this save file, we don't have Medicline yet, but if we go to the Cheats menu and type in I'm thirsty. Oops, I was screwed up. I-R-S-T-Y. This... If you go to the lean storage, you'll find that it's locked again. And this is just because, one, this lets you this is a one-time moment scene, and I wanted to have a way to be able to replay this. And what this should do... Oh yes, so this is a visual bug, I'll fix this in the full version, my mistake. That is definitely a me mistake, but this will unlock everything though. even if there is a visual bug that it doesn't say it is. Encountering a lot of visual bugs today. Keep in mind that yes, this is upcoming content, so there is going to be bugs like this right now that won't be there in the actual release version, because I will fix these. But yes, you can unlock all these special alien types through that cheat code. I am unsure how many more cheat codes I'm going to add. I kind of want to add more than that's already here, but alas, I only had a couple of ideas. The last one is cheat mode. So in the cheat screen, you can actually also enter a cheat mode, which allows you to, in real time, push buttons on your keyboard. There is no controller support for cheat mode. I will warn you that. There is no controller support for this, and there won't be controller support for this. But this basically gives you a bunch of debug buttons. So I start the game. You see that I can increase and decrease my addiction just with a click of a button. I can also do a bunch of other things. There's a bunch of buttons I can press, like decreasing my hydration. Yep. Ooh. I can also manually break down my door. I can also cause a jump scare or attack. It's fantastic, because I can... Oop, wrong button. Also warning here that cheat mode does wear off between runs. But basically there's a bunch of buttons on your keyboard that you can press to activate various cheats and debug buttons. You can figure out what they all are yourself just by fiddling around. Yes, that is the extras menu. You've got the cheats, which allow you to see a teaser, give you cheat mode, unlock all the special alien types right from the start. There'll probably be one later on that also lets you unlock all the glossary entries or something from the start as well. That's probably something I could do. And I believe there's also one I'm now forgetting. Whatever I showed before. The glossary entries, which allow you to see all of the lore of the game, pretty much entirely spelled out to you. And all of that lore. And yeah, you can read out what's going on in the game and behind the scenes of the game. There may be a cutscene related to some of this too. Yes, I'll probably put a cutscene in if you get every single one of these. You've got the statistics screen, which is pretty basic. The model viewer, which isn't really here, really, because I don't have models. That's the joke, is this game is entirely cubes. So there's not really any models to view. But because of that, this is actually used in part of the process of playing the secret boss fight. It's only part of the process, those other things you need to do. And I'm not going to tell you what those are because it's a secret. Also on the full game, you've got these profiles, so you can have up to 3 save slots. You can rename your slot and save slot, load slot, clear slot. All good. And everything else is in the... Oh yeah, and we showed this off. This is full game exclusive, but everything else is in the demo. The demo is actually a very big chunk of the game. Oh, and of course, custom game is only in the full game as well, which is probably one of the most elaborate things in the full game. That and the boss fight, which I'm not showing. Of course, there's one very obvious button at the top here that I'm also not showcasing. Now, there's this menu up here that I keep referring to, and this, because you can see what all the title screen elements are, this is the achievements button. This lets you... Well, I'll just go there. Now keep in mind that okay, well you can't read them, that's good. Honestly, that's good because a lot of these achievements reference things that are no longer going to be part of the game, or just in general, a lot of the achievements aren't implemented just yet, but they will be for the full game, obviously. It's just, you know, there's a good reason why this game is only in demo right now, and why it isn't fully out, and the achievements not even being slowly implemented. All the bugs regarding the cheat codes and like the bugs regarding Metaclean, all that stuff's still got to be ironed out. So yeah, the game is still definitely very work in progress. There is a good reason as to why it's not fully out. How this achievements will work is you'll have all these things that you can do, and you'll have to, you know, do them all to complete the game. Now most of these are things you'll be doing naturally, like survive a certain amount of time. I believe the longest is, yeah, this one, take a break, survive 1 hour. I believe it's this one. I believe that's what this achievement is, at least it should be. And there's an achievement for unlocking every single special lean type. I can actually read some of these. Like this one's unlimited for Infinitine, for example. And some of these are also, a lot of these are for just filling out the glossary entries. The more glossary entries you unlock, you get achievements as well. But of course, there are also achievements for beating the secret boss fight. Oh, actually, yeah. So the only thing, so I'm talking about the model viewer as the only thing that hints to the boss fight, because it's also the only thing the achievement screen tells you. I mean, it doesn't even tell you there's a boss fight attached to it, but there is an achievement just called Model Viewer, View My Models, which is supposed to make you suspicious about this button right here, and how it's supposed to imply it has secret functionality at some point. So that is a thing. But there's also a achievement for, of course, surviving a certain amount of time in the Craig, which you must do the secret boss fight to even do in the first place. So if you want to 100% the game, there's definitely a lot to it to go through. There's a lot of playtime will go into getting up your PTSD so that you can unlock, custom games, so that you can unlock the glossary entries as well, get those pretty much with each other. But then you also need to do these side challenges to unlock the extra lean types. These ones are all pretty easy. You can probably get the second, or green's the first one you get, but you can probably get these three pretty much immediately after. But then you have to buy Sun's Metaclean, which requires glossary entries, which means you have to play the game heaps to be able to do that, because you need the glossary entries. You need to read the glossary entries, you need to find the numbers, then you need to input the code in that order. So as of right now, the glossary entry order is purple, green, yellow, grey, but it will be changed to purple, green, yellow, red, because that's the order in the storage, and it just makes more sense in my opinion to be that way. Oh, is my internet going down? My internet just dropped out, didn't it? I believe it did. Oh well. So yes, as I was saying, so you gotta do all those side content there, you gotta play the game heaps, there's a piece of side content you gotta do with that, you unlock this, and then after all of that, next thing you'll probably be going for is achievement hunting. So you get all these achievements for doing those side challenges and that PTSD, cranking it up because you get the glossary entries, which you get the achievements for. Then on top of all of that, you get achievements for like beating the secret boss fight, which is a thing. You get an achievement for surviving a certain amount of time in the Craig, which is a nightmare. You saw me crank only some of these settings up, and they are brutal. So imagine everything to max. It's just gonna be so rough. Yes, while the demo is a big portion of the game, there's not a lot of things that are actually not in the demo. If that makes sense. Did I word that correctly? I hope so. There's not a lot of things that are missing from the demo, but some of those things that are missing are pretty big. Like the custom game feature is huge. There's a lot of features. There's a lot of things to adjust there. The secret boss fight's cool. There's a lot of achievements to go through, and of course, this is always a thing too. So, okay, I've rambled on way too much about this. I just really wanted to point out the differences between the full game and the demo. Just really wanted to do here. So, this was basically the objective of the stream, was just to showcase all of that content I've now already shown off, but there's still another 20 minutes, so I think we should just, probably do some custom runs, right? Yeah, that sounds fun. Let's just set these all to random values, see how it goes. Set these all to random stuff, set this to random stuff. That's not disabled, I don't want that to be disabled, I don't want to be gone. Set these settings to random stuff. Don't even want to look at what they are. Set this random stuff too. And while we're at it... Oh, actually. Which one of these should I be grabbing? 13 it is. I believe all these settings will save. Yep. Go into this. Whatever these settings are, with some Infinitine. Nope. Ooh. Oh, oops. Whoops, I heard, that's Okay, spoiler warning, there's boss music. I must have pressed enough buttons in other places when just going through things naturally that I accidentally triggered the boss fight. So yeah, we're just gonna ignore that I accidentally triggered that. I just assume I don't... Well, I'm not even gonna go into the model viewer this time, so it's gonna be impossible to accidentally trigger it now. Okay, great. Fantastic. I already did that. Because yeah, I could tell I accidentally went into it because there's boss music. Alright, great. Back into this. Should be free now. Yep, great. I have no idea what the settings I'm at are. Didn't even look. But it seems like the spawn rate is low. Maybe 1 point higher. Maybe normal? I don't know, it doesn't feel max spawn rate. No, this is definitely higher than usual. This feels like one stage above the default. And thankfully this stability does feel default. At least the fuel efficiency feels default. Is there a thing here? Damn. I haven't gotten that. I'm surprised I haven't really seen that on any of these broadcasts, but there is a rare chance of a plushie of Godot to appear, because this game's made in the Godot game engine. There's a small chance that a plushie of it appears. I haven't really seen it. I think I saw it once. But it's actually the most common Easter egg in the game, so I'm surprised I haven't seen it more. Oh, it looks like I have expensive prices, so that's pretty scary. But that's okay, this is what custom mode is for. Okay, let's just go into here. Great. Nice and easy. Now that cannot be customized because it is entirely random. Entirely random, what that's like. So there's no... The customization you can only customize things that can be adjusted. Things that are 100% random, like, man, there's no adjusting that. Good. Get some upgrades if we can. That will be a very big struggle with high upgrades. Oh, you're quick. How many of you are there? You didn't last very long. That's good. Oh, there's a few of you. Yes, even with custom game, the fundamental game is still the same. It just lets you tweak a bunch of variables to make it easy or as hard as you'd like. Now that I think about it, I think in the final game, I might want to try and put on the to-do list an ability to actually set all the variables to random. I think that would be really, really fun. Instead of me having to just hit them around randomly. Great. No, that's on the to-do list now. Crank that up. Buy some of these, nice. I also have to adjust the exact variables of the custom game, because some of these variables are not very adjustable. I mean, not that they're not very adjustable, it's just some of those variables are not the way I'd like them to be. There's still a bit of adjusting to that, but the main thing of it is implemented. Nice. Good. You're back, that's fine by me. I don't feel like I'm dehydrating very quickly, so that's nice. See, that seems to be stabilizing quick. Which is funny, because now that I think about it, I do not think that how fast the Lean Machine destabilizes is actually an option. I think the only Lean Machine customizability is the fuel consumption. Okay, clear you out. Nice. Alright, so we've got another 15-ish minutes of the stream. I don't intend to go for very long, so... Yep. It's I just thought it'd be cool to show off some stuff like the future stuff and the custom game. Gotta know what the full game has to offer, right? Can't make everyone think there's nothing more to the full game. The free version has most of the content, but the full game has a couple of big things that the demo doesn't have. I should also mention that the full game has Lean Sim R, thing that can appear here, whereas the demo doesn't. Of course, the full game also has the ability to turn it off because it's a custom game, so... Ouch! I actually lost. They attacked quick. The aggressiveness must have been pretty high. And of course, I keep unlocking glossary entries because I've already gotten enough PTSD to unlock them. So at this point, just every time I play a run, it gives me one because I've got enough to keep unlocking them. Because you only unlock them one at a time. That is how it works. So let's just do this again. And you know what would be, I think would be really fun? I'm actually going to get rid of all of these bonuses. Start entirely from scratch. That does sound like an awful idea. Okay, I'm gonna put like 100 in each of these. I think entirely from scratch is a bad idea now that I think about it, because it could be really, really difficult. Like, the entire point of making of these higher settings is to make it so it feels difficult even when you have a lot of PTSD here. So let's rank this up. Rank all this up to the point where it loops back around to not being great. Rank all of this up, nice and easy. And crank all this up to the point where it goes back to being down. Great. Oh, I don't want that disabled. No, I want to see this. Actually, no, I don't. It's broken. You know what? You can stay disabled because you're buggy. You'll be fixed in the full game, but not for now. Okay, bring this up. Normal prices. How is this? Is this good? This seems good. Not gonna lie, the fuel efficiency is one of like the scariest things. Oh, I got that so quick! Oh, special lean generation rate is totally like really fast. Oh, nice. That's so quick. That is so quick. Nice. Nice. Up. Okay, but the lean monster spawn rates don't seem very quick. This feels normal. Feels like normal spawn rates. In hindsight, I should have set them to be pretty much faster. Because then that would have been... Let me get into the action a bit quicker. But then again, I'm here to like spend another 10 minutes. Who knows how aggressive they'll be, right? There might only be a couple spawning in. But those couple could be like last time, and they could just obliterate me within a second, right? Never know. I don't remember what I set the lethality to, I don't remember what I set the aggression to. Okay, that's a bad idea. Should clear out first. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, is it dude? Nah, damn. I've gotta keep doing this till I get the Godot plush at least once, right? I've gotta get the Godot plush at some point. Yeah, the full game is probably still a little bit away, because there's still like a big feature with the achievements still left to be added. There's the teaser still yet to be implemented. Things like that. And custom games still got a lot of refinements left to go through. Even though it is implemented, still yet to be refined. Metaclean seems to have a couple of bugs associated with it, which is not great. Also, now I think about it, I know there's technically need 4 numbers for the code, but you really only need 3, right? Because you can just guess the last one pretty easily. You can just cycle through the numbers. The more you have, the easier and less you have to guess, though. I love hitting those. Okay, bring you up. Take you out. You are critical. Alright, let's take you out. great. Not great. This is great though. Infinity, you guys. I don't trust any of you. Nice. Call you out. Great. Oh yeah, I've got to do like a story revision too, to make sure the glossary entries are all accurate. That's another thing I gotta do. There's quite a few things on my to-do list. And not gonna lie, I bet when the full game does release, I'll probably realize I forgot one. I bet there'll be features I'm saying, oh yeah, I'll do that later, and we'll never get to it because I'll forget about it. Normally I write these things down, but I don't want to stop this broadcast to like start typing something down. I feel like that would take time away. I don't want to do nothing in these broadcasts, just type. I need you guys at least to be looking at something, even if that something is just me waving my mouse cursor around while I'm yapping. If I stop there and sit there typing, I'm not yapping or moving. Oh yes, let's do this. Maybe, if anyone's watching this, y'all can write in like the comments or something. Like if you're watching this on the YouTube VOD, because all these broadcasts get sent to YouTube, you can just tell me, hey, this is the thing you said to your dad. Make sure I actually add it. Make sure I actually add these things I say I'm gonna add. Or at least attempt to add these things. You never know what random thing will be difficult to add for no reason. Oh yeah, okay, Infinity time. Emergency Infinity. I'll fuel you back up. Nice. Oh damn, you are not nice actually. You're critical? Man, what are you doing being critical for? Oh, that was a black spike. Whoops. Take all of you out. Fuel you back up. I need lean. I need lean. Ooh, a wave. Nice. Just those big group of attacks, officially called waves, because that's in the custom game menu, in the full version. So, yeah, they do attack in what I'm calling bursts. They're waves. Yeah. Okay, so nearly done with today's stream, today's broadcast. Showcase everything I wanted to showcase. Did a little bit of gameplay at the end. I think, pretty satisfied with how Steam Next Fest has been going for me. Where is everybody? The hell? Where are y'all at? Where are you people? Hello? Hi. Alright, good. That's what I was thinking, like, where the hell are you? Being alone here. That's broken. That sucks. Didn't even notice. That was a dumb decision, wasn't it? Could probably do this. Oh, god, I'm doing something stupid. There we go. Got that fixed up. So that means that I can refuel this and it will actually start working again. Nice, and I need this to start working again because I need lean. Because my lean is under 100 and I like to be... Oh, god, why? Man. Yeah, my lean count's not doing great this run. Wonder why. Is it because it's the higher spawn rates? Because of this is technically custom game, so I've increased the spawn rate slightly for this. Is that just the lean can't keep up with the higher spawn rate? Question mark? Not sure. This doesn't feel significantly higher spawn rate though. Doesn't feel that way. I feel like I should be slacking off on the lean. Maybe it's just because I let my generator destabilize for too long. We'll see, because you can miss, and everything you miss can just come straight back. It doesn't matter if you miss. It's definitely not because I missed or anything. Really? Critical again? That's definitely a thing that's going to go in a custom game, by the way. This is definitely something that's a must-have for custom game that's not there right now. Is that I've got to make it so you can control how quickly the generator destabilizes. Because that destabilizes pretty quick in the main game. It should be quicker. Or slower depending on your settings. That being said, if I make that a setting, oh god. if I make that a setting and you're playing like the Craig, and you end up like with the fuel efficiency as well. So it's like you can't get it up because the fuel efficiency being brutal makes it really hard to sit through. But you can't also, but when it's not up, which is all the time because of fuel efficiency, and that means like you're losing stability like crazy. That would be so mean. That would be like unbeatable. The Craig's got to be beatable. That's one thing I do want to hope for. I want the extreme settings to be extreme, but I want it to be beatable. At least survivable for a certain amount of... I mean, I say beatable. When I say there is no beating the Craig, technically, because it's endless just like the main game is. It's literally just the main game on max settings. But there's an achievement for lasting half an hour in the Craig, which means I need to set up in a way that's reasonable for a player to survive half an hour in the Craig. And really, the machine, the fuel efficiency, makes that really unreasonable. Not gonna lie. At least that's in my opinion the worst part of it. Okay. Oh wait. Yeah. Clear out all of you. Nice. Very good. I probably should have gone to output quantity because that's my big struggle. But oh well. Building it up, clearing yell out. 2 minutes till the end of broadcast. Oh, and reminder that technically, if you quit back to the title by holding escape, if you press Alt F4 to just close the game, that's bad. But, you know, if you need to leave in the middle of a run, there's 2 things you can do. 1, of course you just pause the game and come back later. Or 2, you can, you can kill yourself by drinking lean until you addict to death or whatever. That will end the run and give you all of your stuff beating it. But also, holding escape will do that as well. So let's say you've got a bunch of resistance upgrades, a bunch of atmosphere upgrades, so it's kind of impractical to sit there waiting to die. Or maybe if you need to leave quicker, I mean, just hold escape to leave. Because after that 5-second countdown, the game actually does save, and it acts as if you got a game over. In a sense that it gives you all your stuff, gives you PTSD, it gives you glossary entries. All that still happens even if you leave by holding down escape. So it's very important to know that you can. That is the best way to leave the game. A lot of you. That's not good. Okay. Clear all of you out. I am going to restabilize. Great. And we are nearly at the 1 hour mark. In fact, I think we're like at the right hour mark, like right now. Or at least within a couple seconds. Yeah. Of the broadcast, of the run, of course. I didn't want a repeat of yesterday where I was spending like the whole like hours in one run. That was insane. Today was just going to be just a showcase of some of the content coming to the full game. I thought that was just going to be cool. Just keep in mind that everything that isn't in the demo, even some things that are in the demo, these things are still a work in progress. There's bugs that will be ironed out for the full release, features that are going to be more fully developed for the full release. So don't think that everything you've seen is in its final state, because it's not. Anyway, we have now hit the 1 hour mark, and I am going to kill myself. Brilliant. But I kinda just want to get the plushie at least once. Come on, please. I'm not letting this broadcast end until I get this plushie. I need to see this little guy on camera. Come on, man, you're the most common Easter egg. Please. Man. Oh my god. How long is this dude gonna take to show up? This is supposed to be common. This is supposed to be common. What the hell? What the hell, man? Where is my plushie? Yay! Yippee! Hooray! Up. I love him. I love them so much. Look at him wiggle around. Go away. Look at him wiggle. Look at them wiggle. Yeah. Let him go. Yippee. Yeah. Let him go. Go away. Yeah. Spin. Yeah. Woohoo. Pop. Oh, the plushie. This is the best feature I ever added to this game. Hands down, this is the best feature I added.